Whatever you do, make sure you visit ashkicking.com for your home fragrance, health, and beauty needs. Quality products at a great price.
This is Bobby, and you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? And just like I told you, ever since that Danny Jacobs fight, Gennady Golovkin is the most wanted man in the sport of boxing today. Now, Bob Arum is coming out swinging. You know, usually Bob Arum is talking like a promoter, but he's talking like a straight boxing fan right now because he said that Gilberto Ramirez will destroy Gennady Golovkin. For those of you guys who don't know, Gilberto Ramirez is the undefeated super middleweight champion, and of course, Golovkin is the middleweight champion. Now, Golovkin's people, they've already said that they are interested in moving up to 168 after the BJ Saunders fight, and if they don't get the Canelo fight, they're going to move up to 168. The problem is it gets no easier at 168. In fact, 168 is going to be even a more dangerous road to travel. Now, when it comes to Gilberto Ramirez, he has his hands tied right now because he has a fight April 22nd against Bursak, a guy with 4 losses. Now, if he gets past Bursak, then he has a pretty tough mandatory against American Olympian Jesse Hart. Now, that is going to be a very good fight. Assuming he gets past him, then he could basically get that Golovkin fight. Like Golovkin already said, he's planning on moving to 168 after Canelo or BJ Saunders. Now, I mean, like I said, guys, it's getting really, really tough for Gennady Golovkin because, you know, if he stays at middleweight, he has to deal with the likes of Danny Jacobs, a rematch, because people are going to demand that rematch if he stays at 160. I mean, in fact, people are already demanding a rematch. Then you have Jamal Charlo. So he's going to have to fight either Jamal Charlo or Danny Jacobs. Then you have other fighters like Avidel Krasitse, another little Tyson. You have Toriano Johnson, who I always say is the Maidana of the middleweight division. That would be another tough fight for Gennady Golovkin. But if he moves up to 168, it gets even tougher. James DeGale, Andre Ward, Gilberto Ramirez. Not to mention the young lions that are coming up right now in the super middleweight division, like David Benavidez, Caleb Plant. Some tough young lions coming up in that division as well. So it'll be really interesting to see what Golovkin does. Is he going to just surprise everyone and just try to fight Canelo and then retire and say, I've done enough? I mean, it's possible. We've seen people do it before. We've seen fighters do it before. As soon as the going gets tough, that's when they decide to wave the white flag. Now, we know that before Golovkin faced Danny Jacobs, he had never really been in an Andre Ward Kovalev type fight. He had never been in a Thurman Garcia, Thurman Porter type fight. He had never been in a Mayweather Corrales. He had never been in a Mayweather Pacquiao type fight. And he still hasn't. Because the Danny Jacobs fight was a fight where he was expected to knock out an 8-1 favorite or an 8-1 underdog. Okay? But see, now in the rematch, it would be more like a Ward Kovalev. Because now we've seen what Danny Jacobs is capable of doing. Now we know Danny Jacobs has a chance of winning that fight officially, right? So it's getting tough for Golovkin, man. It's getting real, real tough for Golovkin. 2018 might be a bad year for Gennady Golovkin. It just may be. If he gets in the ring, fighters like Gilberto Ramirez, James DeGale, Andre Ward, Jamal Charlo, a rematch with Jacobs. Any of those fights, it's going to be a real, real bad year for Gennady Golovkin. He may get some of those guys this year. Who knows? But let's see what happens, guys. That's all I got for now. I'm on to the next one.
Hi, you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation. Woo! Hey.
Yeah.